I already like it. Yeah, this is the beginning. I'm just trying to get to it. I love how my thing just pops up on my. That's cool. But yeah, this is the game. It's definitely different on PC than on here, but you know. But this is. You can get like little costumes for each other, or for your character. This is my first world that I ever made. Well, it didn't look like this before, but you know, that's my guy. Oh, damn it. Forgot I didn't have my whatchamacallit on. They have a money currency. No ammo. You have like little they're like basically like cars that you can drive in. Like this is a toy tank. Then you got a UFO. The thing I have is these are my companions, basically. Like the swords do damage and this big guy behind me does damage. These guys are just simply just to be there. They are literally, where are they? It's funny, I haven't played this game. Oh yeah, you have a pumpkin scented candle, and then the dirtiest block, and they kind of just follow you around. Just mail, you know, you can put different. This game has dyes, so you can dye them different colors and everything. But it's funny because you can have. Like the build I have, because you can have builds in this game. The build I have now is, I have three. I have basically a blaster build, a melee build, and then this is a summoning build. But this is my melee build. Gunner build. Why is it scented when you can't smell? Oh no. Wait, no, this is my melee build. This is my gunner build. So 1 is gunner, 2 is melee, and then 3 is summons. Me personally, I like the melee build as like everyone else, and I will show you why. Certain things can give you different things. Like this, I can teleport to these pylons. For the pylons, you have to basically, like, you have the people that are like down here, basically. Like the people that are down here, you have to put them all in their own little, like, basically they prefer a certain biome or condition, and once you've met all of their conditions, they will, like, you basically be able to buy a pylon from them, because all of them are basically stores, other than maybe like 2 people, but you can buy, you know, a forest pylon, but they also have other stuff that you can buy. And they also have, we have, I forget what this thing is called, but one of them, basically like, have you ever seen Moon Knight when he does that whole like changes the like day to night thing? It's basically that. This just turns everything like to make it look like you're in outer space. You got slimes, because of course. say, I call it the, was it Windu or something? Like it just like you just move the sun. It just move. It fast forwards. So, and of course, it wouldn't be a game if you didn't have storage. You have chests. And then you got these dressers that also have compartments that you can put stuff in. You have a safe, a forge, a piggy bank. But the thing about these three is the fact that if you put, like, all of these are in here. If I was to make another world and put, you know, and put this down, is the fact that it would still have all those items. It's the fact that you can basically transfer different items or get different items that aren't in like chests because you can't keep them in the chest. But if you put them all in these three, you can use them anywhere you go. You also have slimes, you can pet them and whatnot. Yeah, this is pretty much the main one. This is basically just my world that I made before. You have different what you call it? It's like perks and everything. Like this sharpens my weapons. This gives me another summon, and that's pretty much it. You also have just regular perks. I'm trying to remember what that button is. What is the button? I forget. This stuff is called the shimmer, by the way. Obviously, you know, we have but yeah, this stuff is called, you know, the shimmer. So basically, it changes their appearance because they didn't look like this before. If you put them in this liquid, then they basically transform into this. But if you jump into it, you don't actually die, you just go through the world. Until eventually you're able to, you know, what you call it. You can also throw items into it to make like certain items, like the one I have now is called the Rod of Harmony, but before it's called, the weapon is called the Rod of Discord. It basically makes it where you can teleport around. But the fact of the Rod of the first one, before you put it in that water, it does damage to you while you teleport, but this one doesn't do damage if you put it in the shimmer. You got cell phones, and you got a void chest. Just you can just throw all of my perks are in here, along with a portal gun and, you know, some other stuff. Hey, there's a lot of stuff here, but let me show you I can show you the bosses, the events, you know, so on and so forth. Let's see, it was this one. Resources. Yeah. This is another one of my worlds for basically. Also, you can also fly and everything. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta put that shit on. Duh. There we go. This is their mounts, basically, like a horse or a pig or a donkey. Certain ones have certain speeds. You can see on the bottom, well, not even the bottom, the top left, no, top right, like the miles per hour. This is the fastest mount, at least to my knowledge. But most people don't really use them. It's more or less just like, oh, I have this. But that is who. Yeah, this is but let me show you the bosses. Obviously, you know, you want to have everything be ready to go. There it goes. That's all the buffs that I have. We have, who do we have? Who do we have on tap? I guess. You know what? Why not just do them? You know what? Why not just do them all? Alright, let's just take one of each. I forget how to take one. Fuck. How did the hell? I haven't played this game in so long. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just take one of each thing. Oh, you got goodie bags. They also give you basically the goodie bags basically just give you like costumes. Like the costume I have didn't come from a goodie bag. I had to make it. All the costumes I've had, you have to basically craft them. But you can get like a creeper. You can get a creeper outfit. That's the one that a lot of people like. You can, I want to say you can get dev outfits. I think that comes for certain bosses, I believe. Same with these presents. But let me. Okay, I don't need that. Hold on. How? There's a fast way to throw shit in the garbage. I forget how though. Who cares? Alright, whatever. It's fine. I'll just do this. I'm going to show y'all the full experience of this game and what this game is capable of. And then Dakota, you still there? Oh, someone else joined. Terraria Confederia. I don't play on Xbox, I play on PlayStation. But it's just noodles. We got this. Yeah, okay, making sure. Making sure y'all all here. Alright. Okay, cool. Everyone's here. This. Alright. This. That. These. And this. Okay. We'll go from basically beginning to end, basically. The Celestial Sigil is basically the last boss of this game. It's actually, I don't really actually need to really use that one. It's more or less everything else, because that has a whole system. Just focus on the game. Just focus on the game more. Alright, it'd be like that. But let us do this. You know, let's start the first one with a truffle worm. To the ocean we go. Alright. This boss is called Duke Fishron. Oh wait, hold on. Duh. I think I know why it's not working. Ow! What the hell was that? Dighead. Alright, there we go. Now it should work. Duke Fishron. This is what he does and everything. Most people don't actually, these are his abilities and everything. Alright. I want to get him to his second phase. I could just kill him immediately, but I want to show him this is his second phase. It's like Elden Ring or like Dark Souls in the sense of like each thing has their own like second phase and everything that makes it more aggressive and more deadly. But yeah, that's Duke. And then he drops. Each person drops, depending on depending on like what you call you have, depending on what la, 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 la. Depending on what difficulty you have it on, it'll turn them into goodie bags, and then that's basically, you can basically just kind of do your own thing. But that was Zaduke. He can always be summoned from that. That's why I kind of did that. But okay, let me put these over here so that I can. I'm gonna do this. Eclipse is more of an event. Goblinaria is an event. So these are events. Event, boss. So all these are bosses. Okay, so you all want to see, we already saw one of the bosses, but you all want to see the events, or do you want to see the bosses? You'll see them both, obviously, but which one do you want to see first? Maybe the bosses. So both of y'all said bosses. Alright. Onwards. So we'll start with the first boss that you get. We do basically the first bosses, and then as you progress, yeah, then this will be the last boss. Okay. So, and actually, just so I don't have to, we're gonna switch my builds. I don't actually have to attack, and it does damage and kills them at a good rate, so then I can actually do stuff and actually talk about the fucking thing. This is the best. This is the summon build is the one that most people like, just because of these Terra prisms. As you can tell, they look amazing. Very pretty, I will say that, very pretty. But okay, this is what we got. Oh, this guy. Boom. Alright, this is the first one, which is, I think I want to say it says the name. Yeah, the Eye of Cthulhu. Okay, well that was very quick. It's very, yeah, he just gets murdered. Basically, the whole Eye of Cthulhu isn't as bad, if I'm being honest. It's relatively easy. All he really does is kind of just rush you a bunch, and that's pretty much it. And then his second phase is he just rushes you more. Like his eyeball, he spins a bunch, and his eye, basically, if you like, the lens in your eye basically comes off, and his eye is replaced with teeth, basically. Actually, I can probably just show you. I don't want to use a melee build though. I'll use that. It's fine. How in the hell do I do not that? I did. Fuck. You know, we'll do this. Just save, quit, and then I'll be back without the fucking swords. Jesus. I like all the colors. Yeah, the colors are nice. Alright, now I can actually show y'all without it fucking. Yeah, this is the Eye of Cthulhu. He is a giant animal. And then this is his second phase. His entire face just turns into, you know, a fucking teeth. And he just charges you a bunch. I will say he's not as slow. I just kind of have a perk that makes him that slow. In reality, he's not that slow at all. But that is the first boss you fight. The second one is just a slime. Literally, it's just a big ass slime. That's basically him. He doesn't have a second phase at all. He just kind of jumps around, teleports around, overwhelming. It's basically just overwhelming. That's pretty much it. Then we got, who is next? We'll favorite them as it goes, just so then I don't have to, just so I don't redo. So we got the Queen Bee. I have to be in a forest to do that. Fuck. Well, this makes it a perfect time where I can use the pylons. Alright, forest pylon, need a jungle pylon. There it is. Perfect. Onwards. There it goes. She's just basically, as the name suggests, a gigantic bee. Or wasp. Either one. She just shoots bees at you. I don't believe she has a second phase. I think usually when like they get a certain, usually all the bosses when they get a certain amount of damage, they just get more aggressive. That's pretty much it. They don't really, nothing really crazy really happens. They just get more aggressive. That's pretty much it. But that's that. This is basically, well, I gotta go to hell for that one. Or I guess the underworld, I guess. But this one is the Wall of Flesh. This is what changes the game from basically normal, basically changes it from hard mode. It's like from normal to hard, basically. It expands the game more. But all you do with this one, you just, can y'all like not? I'm trying to do something. You just pick it up and you throw it in lava. Tis the Wall of Flesh has been born. This is basically the gist of the wall. It's just a big ass wall. It shoots lasers. The top and the bottom shoots lasers. You got these little hungry guys. Yeah. That's pretty much all he really does. He kind of just moves like further, like closer and closer and everything. But relatively, that's all he really does. The more damage you do, the faster he gets, and the more aggressive he gets. But he drops, you know, the breaker blade. For those that don't know what that is from, treat yourself. Now they have different. Yeah, the animation is very good. Each one has their own, like I got a hat from killing one of the bosses, but you can basically, you know, you put it on and there you go, you have a hat. That is, I will say the underworld is very annoying, simply because of imps. Simply because of imps. And bats. Bats are very annoying. And unlike Minecraft, bats actually attack you. Alright, I think I have to wait until sunrise. No, I have to wait until it's dark. Unless I do. Make it more amazing. Oh well, that only happens here. Well, I wonder. I think I can take it with me. Can't I? Like, put it on me? Yeah, I can. And now it's on me forever. head. I need to keep that, that's mine. That shit right over there. Yeah, it's visually very good. I gotta wait until the dark times. Cause I don't think I can I spawn him? No, I can't. Alright, well we'll skip these two and move on to the queen slime. Pretty much the same as the king slime, but pink, and I can actually fly and everything. You'll see basically. You'll basically see. We're on our way. She just jumps. She, jumps, shoots a bunch of shit at you. The more damage you do to her, she shoots other bullshit at you. She's got like little other pesky slimes that also shoot shit at you. And flying ones. Eventually she does fly. I'm trying to see. Grow wings, god damn it, thank you. Yeah. So it's become aerial now. An aerial battle. Jesus. But yeah. And it's the fact that each one has their own thing. Each of them have their own like costumes that can drop. Something I didn't mention about the armor is different armors have their own, like when you have a full set of one armor, you can have, it gives you a set bonus. So this one is it goes in stealth mode basically. So I go invisible. So I do more damage. You can read it right here. It says increase range abilities and reduces chance for enemies to target you, but slowing movement speed. So you're just very slow. But if you have a grapple hook, it doesn't really matter. Like at all. Grab a hook like this, and you're fucking fantastic. You could walk if you wanted to. Maybe it just makes my damage. It just makes my damage more. I want to say each of them have their own. Yeah, melee, a shield charge over time protects you and lets you dash and charge. This one is my shield. I can dash into an enemy and it'll basically explode and do a crazy like a lot of damage to that person. This one's set bonus is obviously, as you've seen before, the Star Guardian, basically the bodyguard behind me. He basically goes and it's like a stand from JoJo's Adventure basically. He'll basically see an enemy and then just go and punch the shit out of it a bunch of times. Man, the time is, well, I guess there is a way to speed the time up. You just need a bed, and I don't think I have one of those. Like at all. What happened? Oh yeah, I know. Everything has stamina, so you can fly for a certain amount of time until you have to hit the ground again, and something I like to do is this. Make the loot jump. It's funny. You just take them. There's the monies. Everything does something different. You have some stuff that teleports you, some stuff that it's just a lot. Like this is probably everyone's favorite weapon. Also, these banners. The more, like, if you kill a certain amount of things, or a certain enemy, like a certain amount of times, you get a banner, which will basically make it where that particular mob or enemy will take more damage if they're within that banner. And as you can tell, I have a fucking bunch of them. But this is the Celebrator, which, you know, it's basically like a firework launcher, but it's probably the best known weapon when it comes to destroying things, simply because you put these mini nukes on it and you go, let's go somewhere where I don't want to fucking destroy half of my place. Let's go over here. Oh, also this, yeah, you have two companions. You have a light companion, and then you have a regular companion. The dirt block is the regular companion right here, and then the light companion is obviously the jack-o'-lantern. There's a bunch of different companions. You can have a dog. You can have a dinosaur. I have one that I'll probably show all of them. But this is the Celebrator. But yeah, it's basically a firework launcher, but you put some. It's a firework launcher with some hump to it, some oomph to it. But yeah, it's definitely cool to use. A lot of people have it just to kind of destroy bases, just because they're basically dickheads. But it's there's another. I guess I could use this boss since it's not what you call it. This is called the Golem. You need these lizard power cells, and this motherfucker appears. His second phase is his body, what you call it, from his actual. Now his head and his body are now, you know, something. Is it time yet? I'm gonna go basically based off of, we'll summon them one at a time, and then just to kind of show, then basically just summon them all at one time, just because obviously. These are harpies, obviously. They don't like me at all because I'm in their airspace, but they're gonna have to get over it. They're just gonna have to get over it. Let's see, it's time now. Look at harpies, I get it. You don't want me in your fucking airspace, Jesus Christ. It's Mushroom Man. Because that's what I call him. I don't think this is his actual fucking name, I don't think. But, alright. First one we got are the twins. Fuck's sake, okay, or not. Gotta give it a second. I forget when it actually goes dark. If I'm being really honest. Pixie depending on the biomes, different biomes have different things. Like I'm in the hollow. I've made the majority of my world hollow, so now, you know, pixies spawn, unicorns can spawn. It's a good time. Deadly jellyfish, apparently. But these are the twins. I don't know if they have names. More the flame and laser. That's what they're basically. That's what I call them. Flame and laser. This one shoots flame, one shoots a laser. That's pretty much it. They're basically like obviously twins. They still have the umbilical cord connected to them. Basically, they share basically health. So you can target them one at a time, or you can split it. But that's their second phase. One turns into a fucking flamethrower, and the other one turns into literally a 10 laser rifle. I will say this: once you kill one of them, they will. That's a light ring. Once you kill one of them, the other one will get more like pissed at you. I'd recommend shooting the flamethrower one, just simply if you don't fuck off. God. My personal favorite, if you don't, I'm good, thank you. My personal favorite is the mechanical worm, aka the destroyer. It's simply just a. There's another. Oh, I can't even show you a Skeletron because I've already beat this game. I'll do it on another world, it's fine. But the next one, the mechanical eye. Not the mechanical eye, the mechanical worm, I mean. Jesus. It's funny because he is one of the easier bosses simply because of that reason. Simply because of that reason. How he spawns is the worst way ever. Simply because if you have a weapon that can go through, like travel through like multiple things, it doesn't just stop. It does a bunch of damage to him. Like the sword, for example. Like that's just insane. But I'll actually let him fucking do his thing. But yeah, he basically, it looks like he comes through like a portal, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. He just kind of just snakes through. You gotta do, damage. I'll usually do it when we crosses, usually maximize the damage. I think with his, I think he just gets faster, I believe. The more you do damage to him, the more these little like eyeballs, the more these little like basically bulbs pop out and will like attack you. But he just gets faster. That's pretty much it. This is Skeletron Prime. There is a regular Skeletron, but I kind of have to make a new world. But basically, it's just his head. Like the one that you fight before this one is basically just, it's not metallized, and he doesn't have 4 arms. He has 2 regular skeleton arms, and that's pretty much it. He's just a skeleton, and that's pretty much it. Like, but with him, he's more dense than the other bosses, or the more mechanical bosses. It's basically a trio. So, but yeah, that's basically all of them, and now I'm gonna fight all of them at one time. Just simply because. I'm bringing you guys to this. Alright, that was all of them. Once you're actually able to kill them, can you not? You're just a bitch, huh? Alright. That was that. Now, let us I wasn't trying to summon you, but you know, you're just one sword, you should be fine. But let's go to the, this thing right here, the dungeon. Oh, it's right there. Duh. The dungeon has basically the boss that you need for... They're basically the final boss, basically. These are the cultists. They don't do any damage to you. It's more or less if you mess with them, they'll mess with you type of thing. So as long as you don't, you know, hurt them or do anything to them, they will basically just leave you the hell alone. We are not here to do that bullshit because nope. And it will basically summon the cultists. The cultist does all his little magic nonsense. At some point he will have... My sword is probably gonna kill him before. Yeah, he'll have this. So you have to kind of pick which one is him. So I picked right. But if you pick wrong, he'll summon... Like, he'll summon either a, like, dragon, or he'll summon, like, a, I forget what it's called. It's like a... I don't even know what to really call it. Put that shit right there. And also, the banners do stack, so you can have like 70 of them. At least I think they do. I haven't played this game in so long, and last time I checked, they did stack. But once you defeat them, all of the pillars spawn, which will lead you to the final guy. How you can tell the pillars are just basically this shit. Oh god, why the solar one? You got Solar, Stardust, Nebula, and I want to say there's another one. Isn't there? Yeah. Vortex. I want to see a dragon. Yeah, I think you'll like the final boss though. But Solar is melee. Vortex is like more like guns and weapons. Stardust is, I'm not gonna lie to you. Stardust is more. I think Stardust is like summoning like things to help you fight, and then Nebula is more magic. Each has their own, personally, their own bullshit effects, because of course it does. I'm not about to use my weapon. I'm not about to use my sword with this. I'm just gonna use this because there is a certain enemy. Each one has their own thing. Like Solar shoots, like erupts different things. You have these centipedes that jump out of the ground, and you can't be flying because then they'll target you, and you can't actually hurt them unless you hit their, like, basically their butt. And you have like, basically I call them roly-polies because they basically will like launch themselves at you, and if you shoot projectiles at them, it'll just ricochet it back at you, therefore pretty much just killing you in the process. It's not a fun time. That was Solar. It's cool to see all the different companions. I'll definitely show y'all after this. This is Vortex. It's pretty slow if I'm being genuinely honest. You just have to kill 50 enemies to unlock the shit. Oh, I was not paying attention to my health. I don't ever usually pay attention to my health if I'm being genuinely honest. But that's what I get for not paying attention. Oh, nice death sandwich. But once you die, you don't have to really worry about like restarting the whole thing. You just have to basically just get back there. The sword I use, this sword is basically the best weapon in the game, if I'm being honest. Like, there is no weapon that's better than this. You can make different builds to kind of make it. It's basically just the best weapon in the game. It's legendary. You have the name means a lot because this is legendary. It gives it with the name legendary. It gives it plus 15 damage, speed, critical chance, size, and knockback. Size is just simply how big the actual thing is, like it, by itself. It's a lot smaller, if I'm being genuinely honest. But, you know. I don't know. I want to get there. Fucking now, son. I'll move this shit over. Let's go. Probably switch it to, there we go, make it more interesting. Yeah, it's these squids, at least the squids, they have shooting projectiles at you eventually, or when you kill them they shoot projectiles. Depending on how many of the little squids are with them. The orbs will regenerate if you don't basically exterminate them all. You can see on the bottom I've defeated 200, 150 of the things, and I'll get a for it. I'll get a banner for it. Yeah, the music is very good. They did a very good job when it came to the music itself. It is very well put together. Very well put together. Each thing has its own name, so like Unreal, Legendary. Legendary is pretty much Legendary and Unreal are pretty much the best ones for it. Or just the best ones in general. But it's more or less just depends on like whatever it is you're looking for, really. This one is probably the most annoying. Solar and this one are the most annoying. At least in the beginning. Where you don't have a fucking overpowered weapon. Like I have. Alright. Now, time for the big guy. It's basically a pillar. It's time for the Macho Man. Not Randy Savage, but you know, something like it. flood them in the sky. And then you basically just wait. This usually gets most people because they don't really understand it. Just because obviously. But your screen will get all fuzzy if y'all don't fuck off with your ass. You too. What do you think about it? I take reduced damage. This is the Moon Lord. The last boss and probably the most difficult boss in the entire game. Simply because of one move in particular. That. His forehead beam is probably the strongest, like the strongest move ever done in this game, and it will immediately destroy you. But yeah, his hands, well, as well, let me actually, and I'm running with his eyes. I'm running away from his eyes, but his eyes, where his eyes were, like that, just shot the laser beam that was on his forehead. The one that's, each eye basically represents one of his eyes that you destroyed. So the laser one that's going right now is the forehead. The one that's doing it in a circle was his left hand, and then the other one that was right next to the laser one is, you know, the right. But also, all of them basically just, I can't speak. They basically, like, help, or basically they can use each other's abilities, basically. He also shoots out of his mouth. He shoots like a leech thing. So if you notice, it's like leeching to me, and if you look at his health, it's going up, because he's basically leeching my health from me to him. But yeah, that's basically the Moon Lord. You have to defeat all of his eyes, his two hands, and then his forehead, and then his heart will open up, and you have to do all the damage to his core. It's a lot different compared to everything else, because all you have to do is just attack, and eventually it will go down, but that's the only one you actually have to be specific on, like, what you decide to hit. But that was, I don't know if I'm missing somebody. Oh, I know I'm missing. I know exactly what I'm missing. We will come back and we will do the, actually I think it goes with me. Oh, I'm doing a different character though. This is my Journey one. Journey is probably the best in the sense of it's basically creative, if I'm being honest. Because I have this. Duplication. So I can, everything I've duplicated, and I can have as many of whatever it is that I want. But let me see if I can find, what you call it. Oh, this is the unicorn I was talking about. What was that? Magic conch, Terra prism, so I know I have it. A rocket launcher. With no rockets, because you can obviously. Yeah, there's another boss I'm trying to get to. Armor, weapons, blocks. Let me see if I have it though. I don't know if I have it. I do. Perfect. This is a terrifying boss, if I'm being really honest. Especially And where the hell did all the slimes come from? Die, all of you. Jesus Christ. The thing that's cool about journey mode is you can basically... When the bird's attacking you, no. With this is the fact of you can increase the spawn rate of everything and the difficulty. So it's the fact that like... Oh, you said you wanted to see a dragon? There's a dragon, Anna. The thing that's currently doing square triangle bullshit all around me apparently. My companion is a dragon. But this is bullshit. This is called the Empress of Light. The reason why she is very horrifying is at nighttime she's fine. In the daytime is more or less if she hits you, she kills you. I'm not dying now because I'm in God mode at the moment, but I will say out of all the visuals, she probably has the best visuals. Oh god damn it. Let me switch to my wish room so then y'all can see the visuals that she does. But yeah. And there are mods that basically give her even better visuals. Like, it is absolutely insane. Yeah. The reason I'm not dying is simply because I'm in God mode, so she can't really do much of anything. There we go. I'm trying to get her to do her other moves, but this is, yeah, all of my fucking people get murdered. Sounds about right. But yeah, she drops. It's the fact that she's guaranteed to drop this. The thing that most people are after is that sword. It's a summoning item. It's probably the best. The Terra Prisma is the best summoning item in all of the game. The only way to get it is to defeat her in daytime. It's raining slimes. At the end of this event, because there are events that just happen, at the end of this event, the slime, well, the king slime will spawn, and you know then all that jazz. Well, that's how I do it, motherfucker. This entire time, I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit. It's just like, nah, fuck you. Yeah, that's the bosses. At least all the bosses that I can think of. There are some other bosses, but no one really. If I'm being honest, no one really gives a fuck about them. If I'm being honest, it's like probably 1-2 bosses that really are around, but no one really cares for them. But let's get to these. Let's get to these events, shall we? Okay, let me see here. I don't think I have all of them, unfortunately. So, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't have all of them. Damn, I have 2. Alright, time to go to the other world. Basically. Well, yeah, like I said, you know, creeper. You know, you can be a creeper. Like, I got all these 3 costumes. I got, well, be the Grim Reaper, be a Ninja Turtle. I got those all from the goodie bags from the Halloween stuff that I was talking about. Alright, first one. Let's get it done. Shit. First one is the Pumpkin Moon. Does it have to be nighttime for this shit? It does. Motherfucker. Okay, scratch that. We'll do... You don't want to see a blood moon or a solar eclipse. Well, actually, we can just do the other ones that don't have to really do it. I want to say it's these two. Right, we got a goblin army. This one kind of just happens normally. Nothing's really like big about this. But the goblins are coming. Is it coming? They're coming from the west. They're coming from my left. They're on my left. But the events are nothing like the bosses. The events let you know that, oh, they're coming, or like this is about to start. The bosses are just like, it's on immediately. It's on immediately. So just kind of got to give it a second. Or if you really want to, you could just go that direction. So that this is coming from the west. So we're going left. So that's where they're coming from. And there you go. It started. These are goblins, obviously. They don't do much of anything. There's just a lot of them. The event ends when you kill a certain amount of them. So, okay, as you can see on the bottom, it's just like, oh, 25%, 35%, you know, so on and so forth. That was a unicorn, it just blew the hell up. If I'm being honest, there are definitely better events, if I'm being for real. Right, the Goblin Army is cool, but it's still just one of those events that you can't actually, it just happens on its own. The coinage is amazing. I will say that. The coinage is amazing. Yep, and that's the end of that. You can tell it's the end of it because the music, if you noticed, the music has changed. That's that one. That was the Goblin Army. This is, actually, can I do the Pumpkin Moon now? No. This is the Pirate Army, basically. Pretty much the same thing, but there's flying ships that come down and do their thing. You can get what was the fastest mount in this game before, but isn't anymore. Yeah, the music is very good. Like I will say, the music is very, very good. Something I usually did before is like when I would do an event is I would just gather all the money, gather all the items, and then I would go and sell them. You can sell everything. And anything and everything in this game you can sell. This is the pirate event. Can you tell why this sword is basically the strongest weapon in this game? There's a flying unicorn in the background. It's funny because it makes it even stronger if I put my perks on, or my buffs. Oh, there was supposed to be a Flying Dutchman. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he was. Alright. Flying Dutchman doesn't do much. He kind of just, it's a ship, so it just shoots cannonballs and flies around. That's pretty much it. It doesn't really do much of anything else. Oh yeah. It's the end of the pirate invasion. Got some stragglers, of course. Now can I do the pumpkin moon? My favorite one is the pumpkin moon. 100%. Either the pumpkin moon or the pumpkin moon or the snow globe, the frost legions. It goes in waves basically. So first wave, scarecrows. Some have on sticks, others have legs, and so on. Now there's 20 waves, obviously. 2 splinterlings and scarecrows. Remember, the more you go, the more you progress, basically the harder it's supposed to be, basically. Until eventually, I want to say like wave 20 is all of them at one. It's every single wave at one time. And I haven't seen you say anything for a while. You just infatuated with the colors. Oh, this is it's you. Morning wood. What's up? And then you're dead. Yeah, sounds about right. Makes sense. Headless horseman, hellhounds. Another thing of morning wood. Oh, that's an actual pumpkin moon. That's basically like the boss of this event. Yeah, that's basically the boss of this entire thing. Yeah. Like I could do this for like crowd control, but actually like focusing it on a certain thing just kind of kills everything. Like, you can literally just turn your brain off and just hold the attack button and just go back and forth. No, he just kind of slashes you with his knives and shoots fireballs from his mouth. Depending on the head that he has, like I can show you. Like you can see how like he's shooting fireballs now. Now he's not shooting fireballs anymore, but he's using more of his swords. And now he's back to shooting fireballs. Like that's pretty much all he really does. Like the Morning Woods, all they do is basically just shoot a bunch of like they shoot like a bunch of I'm assuming like acorns or something at you. It's like flaming like branches. The thing I like about grappling hooks is you can't get knocked back at all. It's basically like a point system now. Like it just kind of keeps going until eventually you die. The thing that makes it crazy is the fact that every time I kill them, they drop hearts. So it's the fact that like I'll basically never really die, it's because I'll always have the hearts will always land on me. Yep. That's basically the end of that. I want to say it's because of... Oh no, I can do the Frost Legion, which is basically the same thing. Yeah, it's basically the same thing, just Christmassy. And then you have the spoils. Well, at least in my opinion, it being the money, so I'm sure there's probably like super rare stuff. Everything has like a drop chance. Everything. Maybe that's something I've seen to notice. Oh, I think it ended. Well, eclipse time. The eclipse does obviously what it says. It just basically makes it where, you know, we got like serial killers, you know, butchers, Frankenstein. Oh, the Frost Legion too is on top of it too. That's funny. You know, we got Snowman as well. The Frost Legion is pretty much like like the pirate and goblin army. It basically comes in with like certain things. The higher percentage you get, the more they start throwing different things in. It's like now it's, you know, snowmen with pistols, snowmen with shotguns, you know, and eventually it's gonna turn into like, I don't even know. I forget what it was. I want to say at some point it's like you get like Christmas. It's all fucking snowmen. What's happening? Where are the Santa people? You're making me look stupid. Frost League. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Is this all snowmen? Fuck you. Or is this, where is the fucking, is the Ice Queen and all that jazz? Frost League, bitch, please. Oh, it's Frost Moon. That's what it was. But no, yeah, the Frost Legion is more obviously, as you saw, snowmen. You get little goodie bags, as I said, that give out little things. You know, you got butchers, you got swamp things, you got, I want to say Mothras has a chance of spawning. Deadly, whatever the hell that is. Reapers, zombies, Frizz, Frankenstein, psychos, swamp thing. You know, there's a lot of craziness, if I'm being generally honest. Vampires. You can get masks and whatnot. Oh, blueberries. You can make dyes, like you can make dyes out of this. Make a blue dye. There's a lot of different things you make dyes on, but you got goodie bags. You know, I got a vampire mask, I got a vampire costume basically. I got another one. It's the fact that there's no really way of knowing what you're gonna get. It's just random. Sometimes you get, you know, a duplicate, sometimes you get, you know, one that you really want. You know, it's just a matter of what, like it's just a matter of when. And the same as players go, if you use the same character, you keep all of the stuff in your inventory. But I forget how. There's Mothra, and she's dead now. This is. I was so unbelievably fast. Jesus Christ. Perfect. I can do the Frost Illusion. It's basically the last one I'll do, and then I'll show y'all the I'll show y'all the companions. All the different companions. We got zombie elves and gingerbread men. Ain't that swell? Also, the music. The music is amazing. Oh, shooting arrows at me. Good. Ah, Everscreen. What's up? Nutcrackers, huh? We got Santa XX1. You can play it on console, PC, mobile. There's not many places you can play it on pretty much any platform. This is the Ice Queen. Alright, well she's dead now. What's another one? Oh, she's dead too. Crazy. Yeti. It's a Yeti. It's a Yeti. It's a Yeti. The same as the Halloween one. You can just turn your brain off and just kind of attack in a direction. Freeze me, bitch. Just froze me. Out of here. Krampus. Or Krampus, I mean. Maybe I don't really have much. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, oh, it sounds like Christmas, but it's like, you know, you're supposed to be in battle, so it's like, it's Christmas, but also, like, very, like, it's like heavy metal Christmas, but it's not like super, like, heavy metal. Fucking froze me again. Well, that was the end of that. Alright. Yeah, how was that? Oh, that's a mimic. The mimics are, as you can tell, in this game as well. They can also give you little presents. Okay. You also just have shit just run into you and blow the fuck up, apparently. Alright. Who the fuck is you? I got a fruitcake, chakram, and a pine tree block. Cool. Like, you got presents, but they never said that the presents would be good. But alright, that's that. So onwards to looking at the companions. I want to say I have all of them, I think. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fucking, what you call it? No, actually, you know what? I have an idea for this. Alright, now I get to see the whatchamacallit go into action. Alright. Now we're basically safe from everything and anything. Wow. That was Mothra. Mothra's a bitch. I didn't even notice I had this. I didn't even notice I had that either. Where are... It's all my potions. What are these? I don't know. These are writables. I'll show you all of it. Why not? Why not? So, when it comes to... Actually, now that I think about it, let me put all these back in here. Have more room for everything else. I'll fucking reorganize it later. Or sort it later, it's fine. Oy. Alright, that is that. What is that supposed to be here? Alright, boom, what's that? Let's grab all of these. Alright, that's just a small amount. We still have so many more to go. But these are the companions. I'm going to take the dye off of them, just so that you can actually see. Well, actually, can I just unequip the dye? No. Alright, well, whatever, it's fine. I know how to put that shit in there anyways. Void. Oh, what the fuck are you in here? Get the fuck. Let's see what you. I don't know why the fuck y'all are in there, but whatever. Take this off. Okay. And also, we take that off. There's the block. But alright, that's that. We have this. Oh, god damn it, I forgot. We'll just do them both, since they're both. It's a chance that it could be a light thing, and it could also be a what you call thing as well. It could also be a companion, it could also be a light companion. I don't know which is which. We'll do this. Alright, now they're both what you call it. But yeah, that's the light companion. This is the creeper egg. Also another light companion. Shadow orb. It just kind of doesn't move away from me, apparently. Eye spring. Toy sled. Fish. Turtle. Eater of Souls, which is basically just a boss. The dinosaur I was talking about. Seedling. Glowing mushroom. He doesn't really fly, he kind of just teleports. Parrot. Lizard. Like an iguana, basically. Tiki torch. Reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie. Literally. And the bee. Very fast. Bone key. This one is rare because it comes from the dungeon guardian, which is basically if you go to the dungeon before you defeat the actual boss, you get hit by the dungeon guardian, which will basically you can kill them and you get this pet, but you do like 1 damage. So you're going to be sitting there for a while. Basically. We got a spider. Got a kitty with a witch hat. He also rides a broom. Because, of course, he does. Got a tree sapling. Oh, and there's a mount for him as well. Yeah, he's something. We have a baby Grinch. Zephyrfish, which is the chances of getting this is like 1 in 20 million, so it takes a fucking very long time. We have a mini tar. Look at him go. Look at that fucking amazing. Pet dragon. Panda bear. that's pretty much all of dems. So let us put this back. And get the rest of them. Alright. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Baby harpy. Shoe toy. Everything seems to grow legs. Pet. Oh, she's a pet mimic. He's happy to be there, apparently. A Volt bunny. So basically Pikachu. The companion cube from Portal. A mini baby destroyer. The twins. One of the bosses from the Frozen Legion. I don't fucking know what that is, but it's dancing. Flower. Looks terrifying. It's the same one. Toy bear. I'm a fucking raccoon. Monster Man. Eyebone. A mini Ice Queen. Star Drop. What's up? Dynamite Kitty. Oh, we're on to the mounts now. This is a flamingo. A demon horse. Or I guess a hell horse, I guess. Would probably be a better way to describe it. A tree. A shark. It's better. It's better in the water, obviously. A witch's broom. A unicorn. You have a... I don't fucking know what this is. I genuinely couldn't tell you. All I know is it attacks things. with a bunny. And a reindeer. And yes, it does fly. Power of magic, goddammit. But yeah, those are the mounts, the companions, the bosses, the events that happen, the game itself. All around. So, what we feeling? All around, what we feeling? A princess dress and a ghost mask. Yeah, all around. Just that emoji all around. Alright. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Minecraft does their own thing. Terraria does their own thing. Just the way of how both games go about their day. But yeah.